And welcome in live to the Siegel Center. You're watching Richmond.com. Pre-game coverage here, VCU against Richmond. First time we've been out here doing this, hopefully. It's the first time of many. Brought some friends along with me to help us break this down today. Melanie Martinez, welcome to the team. Your first trip to the Siegel Center.
Yeah, and
Hope you brought some earbuds.
Well, I mean, I'm always here for a loud, rowdy environment, so I'm very excited to be here today.
The dreams do come true out here. Justice Miller joining us tonight. Justice, you know the Richmond Hoops team. This is a good one.
It definitely is, Michael. I'm excited. Everyone else should be excited. It's an all-white game.
We're giving out some T-shirts. It's a whiteout tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. David Teal, our columnist, you've been to a few of these.
I have.
This is a unique one, though. First one since 2005 without Coach Chris Mooney here.
No Chris Mooney. We sent him our best.
Yes.
You know, and with his upcoming heart surgery and Peter Thomas there as the interim. But if anyone knows the program, it's Peter. He was a captain for Chris Mooney.
Absolutely. Melanie, we had a chance to catch up with the coaches this week.
Yes, we did. And, you know, Peter Thomas, he knows he has big shoes to fill. And so here's what he said at the press conference earlier this week.
I think that the biggest thing we took from Tuesday I don't think anybody knew exactly what it was going to look like without Coach Mooney on the floor, and I think getting a win on Tuesday was really, really important for the confidence of the guys to know that we are a good team, although we don't have our leader and Coach Mooney. All the same guys are out there playing defense. All the same guys are out there making the plays. All the same guys are out there, getting open shots. So I think just the belief is there because we were able to win a game against a very good team on Tuesday, and I think that certainly helps with the confidence.
What a gutsy win by the Spiders against St. Louis. How many coaches have come in here undefeated as a head coach?
That's right.
1-0 for Peter Thomas this year. But the question on the other sideline as we get you ready for VCU against Richmond here, Justice, the Rams. They're first in the A-10. That's good enough normally to make the NCAA tournament as an at-large. Maybe not the case this year. What can you tell us about that?
Okay, VCU is the best team in the Atlantic 10 Conference right now. However, as experts would agree, they may not make it to the NCAA tournament if they can't produce at the A-10 tournament in Brooklyn next week. Their net rating is 74, which isn't so bad, but they played some of their best games with Ace Baldwin hurt. So the committee may factor that in. They don't have a lot of opportunities, though, this year, so
we'll see. Let's see, you're right. It's all quad 4 games tonight. The rest of them, we talk about the importance of those quad 1 wins.
Yes.
Is there a path?
Michael, there really isn't. I mean, VCU has won 21 games this season. 18 of them are either quad 3 or quad 4 wins, and the 2 quad 4 losses, both at home, to Jacksonville and St. Bonaventure. If they were to get to the final with 26 wins, maybe the sheer quantity might slide them in, but I don't see it.
It's tough. You hope to get a VCU Dayton final in Brooklyn, something to where you've been on those mock committees before. Just make them make that decision on Sunday.
Exactly. But any stumble before the A-10 final on Sunday in Brooklyn, curtains for the at-large opportunity.
Absolutely. They're not the only ones playing for their tourney lives this weekend. We got a lot of fun basketball happening around the state. D2, D3, ACC. Melanie, set the table for us. What do we got?
Yeah, so first and foremost, Randolph-Macon and Hampton-Sydney, they're really trying to make a play here at the ODAC. The Yellow Jackets, they're attempting to, not only defend their ODAC title, but also defend their NCAA title. Earlier today, they beat Ferrum 75-61, and so they're heading into the semis. And Hampton-Sydney, the Tigers, they're going to be playing later tonight at 8 p.m. Then we also, on the D1 front, we've got UVA and North Carolina. They're going to go head-to-head. Both teams need a win. Both teams are going to fight for it. And so UVA, they want to bounce back from a bad road loss, and UNC is on the wrong side of the tourney bubble, and so you're going to be able to see them in action tomorrow at 6 p.m. We've also got Virginia Tech. They're going to be heading to Duke, where they're going to try and salvage what they possibly can for this season. And so we're going to see if they'll be able to hold up against the Dukes.
Absolutely, David. You'll be in Chapel Hill for that
I will.
one. How many times? Virginia against North Carolina, and it's the Tar Heels on the wrong side of things that need the big win.
It's never happened in my time covering the league, and that's a long time, I might add. And it's remarkable where the Tar Heels, they are on the brink of becoming, in the 64-team era, the first preseason #1 team not to make the NCAA tournament. And, Michael, both teams coming off their worst shooting performances of the season. Carolina was able to win at Notre Dame. UVA not so resourceful at Boston College the other night.
And, man, Virginia Tech, last season they make that second half run. It just doesn't seem to be in the cards this year, though, does it?
It doesn't, for several reasons. Number one, the fact that they will probably play on Tuesday at the ACC tournament, which means they have to win 5 times in 5 days as opposed to 4 in 4 days as they did in Brooklyn last year. And then they go to Duke tomorrow. Duke's undefeated at home.
All right, we're here at this game, though. We're live at the Siegel Center. VCU against Richmond, crosstown rivalry, 7 o'clock game. Then we're going to be right back here at 9 o'clock for the post-game show. We hope you'll join us live. We'll have an interview with the player of the game. We'll break it all down with Zach Joachim, who's covered the Rams this year. We got a lot of fun still in store for you. So we want to turn our attention to this game. And, on paper, VCU, would look to be way better than Richmond. They're not going to play the game on paper tonight, though. They're going to play it on the basketball court. And this is going to be a fun one, I think, potentially. Why don't you guys give us a player to watch tonight? David, we'll start with you.
I'm going to start with Tyler Burton. Michael, he is Richmond's alpha dog. He's the second leading scorer in the A-10, and he struggled mightily in the team's first meeting. Nick Kern and Jameer Watkins played exceptional defense on him, and he went 5 for 13 and had 6 turnovers. Blamed himself after the game. I think unfairly, he's being awfully hard on himself, but he needs to be much better tonight for the Spiders to have a chance.
There you go. How about you, Justice?
No need to overthink this one. Adrian Baldwin, a.k.a. Ace, is VCU's best player. And he's come through for VCU in some of the biggest moments this year, recently dropping 37 points against St. Louis. Now, it may not feel like it, but this is a crosstown rivalry game, so Richmond should come to play a lot better than what this roster has shown and what the stats have shown. Ace will need to make some key plays in order to stop the Spiders from going on any runs throughout the game.
Absolutely. Pick the best player when in doubt. Just say Ace Baldwin. Absolutely. He's been so good. I haven't seen him in person. I was there at the Temple game when he was still coming back from injury. I'm really excited to watch Ace Baldwin play tonight. That's going to be a lot of fun. Melanie, who you got?
Well, I've got a freshman, Jason Nelson, coming from number 2, nationally ranked John Marshall.
Go Justices.
And he's proven himself to be a very important asset for the Spiders, point guard as a freshman. He's been making those plays that he needs to. But, the secret for tonight, if he can secure the ball, get it up the court, not crumble under VCU's pressure in the stadium and on the court, he could definitely help the Spiders make a play tonight for the win.
Man, what a testament to Chris Mooney and the Spiders, what they've built. A freshman point guard, a coach in his second game, and we're giving him a chance tonight. It's incredible.
It really is. You mentioned Jason Nelson, so important the other night in that come-from-behind win against St. Louis. Had 17 points, knocked home 4 threes, including the dagger off glass even in the closing minute.
The bank was open. Justice didn't overthink it. I'm not going to overthink it either. Give me Jaden Nunn as a player to watch tonight from UVA. You go 7 for 7 from behind the arc, you get to be a player to watch. That's the rule. I'm going to break this down for you guys. Team that scores more points tonight is going to win the basketball game.
Absolutely.
If they can have that kind of shooting performance from a guy like that, VCU is going to look really good tonight. It's a tale of 2 games going up to Philly. UR goes up there, drops that game to LaSalle because they couldn't make shots. VCU goes up to Philly this week, gets the job done because of Jaden Nunn, because they were successful behind the arc.
37 points. And again, Michael, you mentioned successful beyond the arc. Richmond the other night against St. Louis, 17 made threes, 1 shy of the school record.
Just incredible. It's going to be a really fun game. We always love this one. We circle it on the calendar every year when the schedule comes out. It's VCU against Richmond, so tip off tonight, 7 o'clock. You can watch it on ESPN2. After the game, we want you right back here at richmond.com. We're going to break the whole thing down. We're going to talk with the player of the game. Which team will he be from? Who will it be? We don't know. We're going to find out the answer to all those questions and more. David, Justice, Melanie, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining us at Richmond.com.